my channel. It's another beautiful Saturday morning here in Saigon, but sadly I don't see any travel plan for me in the future with the coronavirus situation right now. But anyway, these are just minor setbacks in my travel plan, because if I want to travel, I'll find a way to travel. And today I will be taking you to 5 countries in Asia in 5 of my favorite books of all time. So I hope you buckle up and enjoy the trip. First, we're gonna start our journey from my home country, Vietnam, with this book called Listen Slowly by Thanh Hà Lại. Thanh Hà Lại is a Vietnamese American author. She was born in Saigon in 1965 and she immigrated to the United States with her family during the Vietnam War. This is one of her award-winning books. If you have never been to Vietnam, or if you heard about Vietnam, or you already been to Vietnam, you want to relive the sight, the sounds, and the taste of Vietnam, I would highly recommend reading this book. It's a very family-friendly book. It follows the story of a 12-year-old Vietnamese girl. She was born and grew up in California, and she is so excited about her summer, where she plans to spend in the Laguna Beach with her best friend Montana, and maybe trying to capture the attention of a crush. But anyway, her parents had a different plan, and they said that, no, Mia, you have to go to Vietnam with your grandmother to find your grandfather. Her grandfather was lost during the war, and they had no idea about whether he's alive or not. The family hires a detective, and the detective gives word now that he might know about what happens to her grandfather, and her grandma wants some closure. And so despite all her resistance and her reluctance, Mia finds herself on a plane to a very hot and very humid country, halfway around the world, so far away from the beach of California, so far away from the summer that she wants. And what follows next is a sweet and lovely story of a young girl's journey to embrace her family's past and her culture. And now from Vietnam, the second country we're going to visit is Korea with Please Look After Mom, an award-winning book and one of over 18 books to watch for in April 2011. Our story begins when a 69-year-old woman is separated from her husband in the Seoul subway station when they are on their way to visit their grown children in Seoul. Her family begins a desperate search for her, and during that search, all the long-held secrets and private pains begin to unravel, and it forces every character in the book to ask themselves, how well do they really know this woman that they call mom? I have a little warning though. This is a story that will make you cry and will make you reach for the phone and call your mom right away. So make sure your phone is fully charged and you have tissue nearby. And the third country we're going next is Japan. I had quite a difficult time trying to pick out a book because I wanted the book to be written by a Japanese author, Tato-chan, A Little Girl by the Window. This is my absolutely most favorite book and a reread of every year. And I keep recommending it to all my friends, to people I know, and to new parents as well. This book is an autobiographical memoir written by a Japanese TV personality and a UNICEF Goodwill ambassador. Our story begins when Tato-chan gets expelled from elementary school. Yes, you heard it right. How can you get expelled from elementary school? Well, the story will go on to explain that Tato-chan was a little more active than her friends, and she's behaving different than all her friends, and so her teacher couldn't tolerate such difference. They kindly suggest to her mom to find her a different school. And Tato-chan's mom realizes that what her daughter needs is an environment where they allow more freedom of expression. And so she brings Tato-chan to a new school, a Tomoe Gakuin Elementary School. And guess what? The school is actually in an abandoned train. How exciting is that? And Tato-chan spends the whole morning talking to her new headmaster, Mr. Sosaku Kobayashi. And thus they establish a very friendly teacher-student relationship. We also learn about the friends that Katojan makes, the lessons she learns, the vibrant environment at the school. And the fourth country that we're going to visit next is India. I have a lot of friends from India. Some of my very close friends who usually trolls me on Facebook and Instagram are actually from India. But then I realized that I haven't read many books written by Indian authors like as I want to. This book is a classic, is from Rudyard Kipling, but it's not the Jungle Book. In case you're guessing, it's not the Jungle Book. It is called Kim. It follows the story of a teenage Irish immigrant boy named Kim, and he travels the roads of India with his guru, a Tibetan Lama, on his quest to find the river of enlightenment. And during this journey with Kim and his guru, we will go through the streets to the Brain Trunk Road and the Himalayan passes. And you can actually hear the sound and feel like you can taste everything and the emotions of every character in the book. And the last country before our travel ends is Afghanistan. And in case you're guessing the Cat Runner, no, it's not the Cat Runner. It's another book from the same author, Khaled Hosseini. It's called A Thousand Splendid Suns. If the Cat Runner is a father and son story, then A Thousand Splendid Suns is a mother and daughter story, and it spans multi-generations over the course of almost 45 years. In an interview, Khaled Hosseini says that the story of the two main characters in the book, Miriam and Laila, are inspired by the burqa-clad women that he encountered during his trip to Kabul in the spring of 2003. What I love about this story is that besides the very vivid description of Afghanistan landscape, culture, food, life, it's also about his unique storytelling, about the way his character spirits soar through, even through the bleakest and darkest moment of their life. This book is also a tearjerker, so make sure you have your tissues ready. So this book concludes our trip around Asia in 5 books. I hope you enjoyed the ride, and if you have read these books or if you know any other books, especially books written by Indian authors, so please feel free to recommend it to me in the comment section below. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!